Hi and welcome everyone, and I am Friar Tuck. This is my epoch, and a common question that I've been getting over the last few days is, how do you manage yourself in the digital economy? How do you get into the digital economy? How do you market yourself in the digital economy? How do you make money in the digital economy, especially when you're homeless? You may not have access to a workspace, and you're just trying to figure out how to make some money and put a roof over your head and get back to making a livable income. So that's what I'm going to talk about today in today's video. It's just all those different nuances that you guys may be having questions about that I can answer as quickly as possible. So the first thing is, do you need a computer? No, you don't need a computer. You will need some sort of electronic device, such as a phone. There are free phones out there. There are free phone programs out there, especially if you're homeless. There's plenty of free phones out there for you to get. And in some instances, you might even be able to get a free tablet, okay? And you could go to the library and you can connect to the internet. Or you could do what I do, which is I'm on trail. Now, I'm lucky because my old man's been paying for my phone for almost 15 years since I went through my divorce. And, it's for his own reasons that he wants to do that. You may not have that option. And so, therefore, you may in the free phones only get maybe a gigabyte of data, but every time you go into town, you could stop in, spend a couple days in there, do a couple of things, get on some free Wi-Fi. There's always a library. There's always a place that has free Wi-Fi along the route, even if you're traveling, whether it be road walks or whether you're doing trails. Okay, so access to the internet is not as limited as possible unless you just want everything handed to you and you're some sort of snowflake that just expects the whole world to be handed to you. It does require some work. Now, the next thing is you got to realize that when you're marketing yourself, figure out what talent you have, okay? Me, I've got a sales background, so being an affiliate marketing, being an influencer, doing education and awareness, that fits my personality type, that fits my that fits my background as far as like the skills that I have and that I've developed over the years, right? Okay, so that works for me. But what are your skills? Are your skills in customer service? There's a lot of places where, you can use your phone. If you've got a headset and you got an internet connection, you could sit there or anywhere as long as it's reasonably quiet and take customer service calls because, most of those jobs are work from home in the first place. There are also apps out there, especially like ShiftSmart. ShiftSmart is an app you can download on your phone. It allows you to go out there and, do general labor, call center work, surveys, even secret shopper stuff. So there's a lot of different things that you can do, because the thing is a lot of places, they don't need somebody full time. They just need people periodically, or they need somebody to perform one specific function that really isn't going to be enough to be able to put somebody on payroll. And so that's really what the digital economy is taking your skill set, understanding that there's going to be less of a demand from one specific place. Like, you're used to going to a job and getting your 40 hours a week. Well, you're only going to get 2 hours a week from maybe 10 different places versus 40 hours a week from one place. Okay, and so what that means is that you're going to have to go out and you're going to have to market yourself. Okay, there are different platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, Hobo with a laptop. There are apps like ShiftSmart, Gigwork. There are different ways depending upon what skill set that you have that you could go out there and you can market yourself. Okay, but let's say you do something like Fiverr, Upwork, or YouTube or something along those lines. Well, that's all and great, but if people can't find you, then you're not going to be doing well. So therefore, you're getting a little bit of self-education. There's plenty of free stuff out there on YouTube where you can learn SEO, or search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is essentially when somebody types in how to be homeless. Well, if you've got that string of words in your description, well, now all of a sudden this little crawler that's going through and indexing everything that's on every page so that it can find whatever keywords it is, and then it's going to give you a list of pages based upon relevancy and how close it is to that actual search term. So that's really what you're doing when you're doing search engine optimization, is you are trying to figure out the search phrases, the keywords that people are using to be able to find you. And you may have to go out and there are websites out there that have all that data if you want to know what your keyword search terms are. I've had to use it. I think it's something called like We the People or something like that. it gives you like search terms, long tail, short tail search terms, things like that. So when you're doing your description, whether it be on YouTube, on Fiverr, on Upwork, or any other platform that requires you to really do your keywording, this is going to be how you're found. Okay. Now, and then from there, it comes from your portfolio, your showcase of work. You may have to do a little bit of work for free to start with, but then after that, it will, your work will start to pay off. And the same way that I give a lot of stuff away for free, as time goes along, I'm going to start pulling that behind a paywall because I've got a track record of being able to show people success and so on and so forth, things like that. So when it comes to being able to find what it is, first of all, you got to look within. What skill set do you have that you're really good at, that you can sit there and master and be okay with doing all day, every day? Okay. And then are you going to be so obsessed with it that you are going to go out there and you're going to forge ahead? Because it's going to take a minute to be able to build a digital footprint. Unless you have money to be able to buy leads, which if you're in this position, you probably don't. But, and depends upon what it is that you do where you can actually buy leads. You can't buy leads for certain things, and other things you can buy all the leads you want. Okay. So with that being said, this is my basic understanding of how you can be able to navigate within the digital economy, and this should give you enough food for thought and information to be able to build out. I will look forward to more comments or more questions down in the comments so that I could create another content to kind of follow along with this. Okay, so if you're not a subscriber, become a subscriber. I do a live stream every night at 7 o'clock. If you want to help contribute and help in my homelessness, I have memberships on Patreon and on YouTube, $3 to $5 a month. In a large crowd, like 100 people, it's going to make a difference versus just one person doing $5. Okay. So anyways, those are the different ways you can help the channel. Everything's down in the description. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.